Hi guys, welcome back to the Pipercross YouTube channel and a brand new episode of Intake It All In. Now in this episode we have this BMW M140i and we're going to be installing our PK419 intake kit. So before we get stuck into the intake upgrade for this M140i, we're going to bring Warren in, our in-house technical guru, to give you a breakdown of what's inside this kit.
So with this intake kit, we maintain the lower half of the airbox and we've got a small heat shield that just replaces the top half. This is just to try and keep some heat away from the filter and make sure that the AIT temperatures are as low as possible. We have a replacement intake pipe. This car is MAF'd, but the MAF runs off of the spinning here. So the spinning attaches to the end via silicone, and on top of the spinning we've just got the filter that holds onto here as well. We've tried to maintain as big a neck as possible, and on the spinning I had like a ram pipe effect just to smooth airflow out into the pipe. There's a bracket just to mount the filter and then some fitting, so Jubilee clips, nuts, bolts, washers. The question we often get with intake kits is why you should fit one. The three main reasons are increased airflow, which results in more power and better noise, so you get better turbo flutters and so on. Now that we've been through the contents and why you should upgrade, we'll demonstrate how easy they are to fit as well.
Cool. This is the first bit going in, isn't it?
Yeah, so what I have already done off camera is just put the MAF sensor into the intake pipe.
Yeah, let's have a look at that quickly.
I tend to like doing that just so I don't forget.
Yeah, just a little bit out of the way, I suppose, and
yeah,
it saves
exactly.
you losing your MAF. That's the last thing you want to do.
Or dropping little screws down the engine bay when you're on the last step.
So after this silicone, what's next in? Is it the aluminium pipe over here?
So I think I'm going to put the heat shield in next.
Okay.
Just so I've got a reference point to work to.
Cool.
It'll be easier than trying to slide it in under the filter.
Sweet.
Obviously I've read the instructions and
obviously
that's the best way to do it.
Cool, let's do it.
So the heat shield replaces just the top half of the airbox and just sits nicely on top.
Slightly different design to some of the other kits we fitted.
Yeah, exactly. We found with this heat shield, because it's running, it's got a heat shield built into the airbox, it just sits in the space nicely. It utilises the front scoop. It just saves making extra components and making a more difficult to fit kit.
Cool, and does it use the OEM clips that are on the bottom half? Yeah,
so they just clip over the top like that. So now we've got the heat shield in place, I will put the intake pipe in.
Nice.
So that just sits into that silicone joint at the bottom. Slots in quite nicely, just needs a little bit of persuasion.
Yeah, it should all be a reasonably snug fit.
Yeah,
secure in there rather than sort of either too loose or too tight.
Exactly that. The Jubilee clamps just need backing off a little bit just to make it a bit easier to fit. So I'll just loosely tighten that Jubilee for now. I don't want to go crazy with it, just because it makes it a bit if we need to move it at all, it's just a bit of a pain.
Yeah, best to tighten things up after when everything's in place where you're happy with it.
And it's good to do a little sense check at the end to make sure that you have tightened everything up. And we'll fit the silicone joiner and mounting bracket. So the bracket sits just underneath the clamp.
Cool.
It's just a nice easy solution for making sure things don't move around too much. The joiner pushes on, and then this pipe will just need to be moved back ever so slightly to make it line up nicely. So almost done. Like I say, very straightforward kit to fit really.
So we're going to be fitting the filter now, the final piece.
Yeah, so that just goes over the end of this MAF pipe and it slides in nicely like that. Just like to make sure that it's all flush all the way around, and then just give this a little tighten up.
Nice and simple.
Exactly. And the final job is just connecting this MAF sensor up. I say final, just need to run through and make sure everything's tightened up. So that just clips on.
Nice. Looking good.
Yeah. Last thing to just check is that bracket, make sure that's tight enough. Again, like I've said with the other bits, they don't have to be crazy tight, just, especially on these, they've got locking nuts, so they don't have to go crazy. Let's just give it a little nip.
Nice.
Yeah, and then engine cover back on and we're all done. Yeah, so just line this up with the oil cap, it's the easiest reference. And they've got little push fittings, and they just pop down like that. There we go.
So we've now installed the PK419 Induction Kit to this M140i BMW. Now Warren's taken you through the kit, why you fit it, and what it's going to do for your car, which leads to more air, more power, and a great sound. Now the next thing is to get the bonnet down and get the car on the road to see how it performs. Whether you're an enthusiast looking to upgrade your car with an intake, or a problem solver looking for longevity for a panel filter, now is the best time to get involved with Pipercross. Simply go to pipercross.com and fill in a few basic information tabs such as make, model and year, and you'll be able to find your filter much easier. So we are fresh out of the development bay and we're in the car. So as you can hear, this car sounds great. It's responding really well. Because we're getting more air, we're going to get more throttle response and just overall great performance. So that's it for this episode of Intake It All In. Now in this episode, we've upgraded this M140i with our PK419 intake kit. Now if you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tap that notification bell to be notified when the next video is uploaded, but also comment below with any kind of questions you have about intakes, filters, or airflow in general.